Welcome to the 4th annual OCR World Championships here at Blue Mountain, Ontario. I am Margaret Schlachter, and welcome to the live show this evening, the first of 7 live shows, tonight being the first one. We are here all week long watching the build go up, seeing the obstacles as they are going from the ground up. Trust me, it's super exciting. India Mud Run just got here a few hours ago. Athletes are just beginning to arrive, and we are covering all the action here all the way up until and through race day on Instagram and Facebook. So welcome everybody for being here. This year we have over 67 nations represented over 3 days of racing and obstacles from over 14 organizations globally. This year is prepped to be the biggest one yet, and let's start off this evening looking at a little recap of last year's race and see how that went. This video is courtesy of Mud Run Guide. Welcome back, everybody, and we are kicking off this weekend on Thursday with packet pickup. Just so everybody knows, packet pickup begins at 10 a.m. on Thursday. As you can see right next to me here, the schedule for Thursday and Friday is going up right now. We are so excited because Thursday evening we are kicking off the festivities with a dinner presented by Mud Gear at Fire Hall Pizza. I believe, I'm right next to Rachel Ann, and I believe, are there any tickets left, Rachel Ann?
For the 7:30 seating, there are still a few tickets left, not too many.
So have you heard that? Rachel Ann is actually working quietly next to me, and she is still, so there are tickets left for the 7:30 dinner at Fire Hall Pizza on Thursday. If we look at the schedule for Saturday, we have all the athletes. That's a 15K race is going out on Saturday. Over this week, we're going to be talking about all you age group athletes out there. And some of our later races this week, we've got a panel coming in to talk about who to watch in each of the age groups as well as the pros going into the race. And then finally, Sunday is our big day with all the days are big, but I think Sunday's a cool one to watch because we have the team race, we have the Make-A-Wish charity race, we have the CEO challenge, and we also have a military group going off with about 100 athletes as well, and then closing up the weekend with the Legend Born after party at Rusty's. So that is going to be fun. If you guys don't have your tickets yet, I believe there are a few tickets left for the Friday night dinner for those who would humanitarian award. I'm getting the nod right next to me as well. So if you haven't yet, get your tickets for all the nights. We are going to have so much fun. And I can tell you, the Village this year is prepped and ready. Every restaurant and every bar that we have been in so far, they are ready for you all to get here to have some fun. So be sure to come out there. And for those, the Make-A-Wish on Sunday is the same course as a modified course from the 15K, so it won't be the full 15K on Sunday. So be sure, come out with your family and enjoy that event as well. We're going to look at some of the obstacles that we've been building this week. It's been great. We've got build crew here from all over the country. When Indian Mud Run came, it was an all hands on deck just less than an hour ago, and we'll have some of that footage in tomorrow night's show. But tonight, let's look at some of the build that happened yesterday, actually, and we're going to go right to that right now.
We're putting together some Normandy jacks for the low crawl for the OCR WC. We're going to try to expand it a little bit this year, make it a little bit bigger, a little bit better, a lot more fun for everybody.
Well, as you can see, those were the Normandy jacks, and for the person that asked the question yesterday online, there is going to be barbed wire or wire strung across them, and it's a low crawl. You do not have to try to traverse and figure out how to get over all of those Normandy jacks. It was a great question yesterday, and our whole crew here got a laugh. But these guys are working around the clock. They are working from sun up to sundown to put on this race for you all. But we've had a lot of questions in the last week or so, and Rachel Ann and I got the answers from her, but we've compiled a list of the top questions that have come in through the help desk and online in the last week or so here. So let's go over just a few of them, and hopefully I can dispel at least an email or two from Rachel Ann's inbox. And she said a quick thank you. So the first thing is wave times. I know everybody wants to know when they are headed out on the course. Guess what? You guys can find all of that information on the athlete guide. If you go to OCRWorldChampionships.com and then you drop down on the OCR World Championships tab, that has the athlete guide in it, and all those times are continuing to be updated. So pretty much they're all there now. If you haven't figured it out, haven't seen your time yet, 3K is up, 15K is up as well, and if team isn't up yet, that'll be up within the next day or so, I would imagine. Registration is now closed. We were up here until just about when it closed on Saturday night, October 7th at midnight. So registration is fully closed. There are no exceptions to that. So if you are coming and for some reason you did not register, we are glad to have you here as a spectator and even possibly a volunteer. So hopefully everybody is registered. The team event, there's a lot about the team event. The team event is completely sold out, and there is unfortunately no way to squeeze anybody in last minute. And as Rachel Ann wrote in my notes here, said it would be terribly unfair to let someone in with 50 plus people on the waiting list right now. So hopefully, if you want to get into the team event, sorry for this year, but make sure you sign up for it early next year. Make-A-Wish, Rachel Ann, we still have a few people open in that.
We do, and we encourage as many people as possible to do it. And for those of you doing team, we will absolutely make the time and the space for you to be able to do both. There will be no contradiction between the two wave times.
So you can hear that. Rachel Ann is over on the side here. She is actually answering your emails as I am on this live feed. So if she jumps in and says hi, she might jump in and say hi, but otherwise that's the ruling. But sign up for Make-A-Wish if you can. Join Make-A-Wish. It is a fantastic cause, and we are so excited to have them as a charity partner again this year. Now, if you registered for a age group and it was sold out and you decided to choose another age group, you will be DQ'd at the first time you met if you go off in the wrong age group. So don't take a risk. Just don't do it. Trust us. I believe that if it happened, you were moved automatically to journeyman, or if you signed up for the wrong age group.
If you sign up for the wrong age group, you will just be DQ'd at the starting mat, and if you don't get in touch to let us know, then we can't move you or do anything about it after tomorrow. Really, tomorrow at midnight would be the last chance to make that change.
So I hope you guys could hear that off on the side, is that if you mistakenly signed up for the wrong age group, you have a very short window of time to say, I messed up, and let Rachel Ann know. But otherwise, let's move on to journeyman. Journeyman, there's been some questions. Journeyman is the same race and the same day as the pro and age group divisions, whether it's the 3K or the 15K. It's the same day. You get the same shirt, you get the same medal, and the same band. The only difference in the journeyman is that there's no podium or prize money in the journeyman division. And as well, if you are in journeyman and you're worried that you didn't get a confirmation email, as long as you did your 4 races in the season, you are 100% into journeyman. So hopefully you guys that didn't get confirmation emails and were worried about that, you are in. We are stoked to see you on the course on Friday and Saturday, because we love journeyman here at OCR World Championships. We actually love all of the divisions. But when in doubt, always check. You can always just check on the website, and if you want to know when the journeymen are going off. The last thing, and I think this has been almost last thing, and I think this has been probably one of the major questions floating around on the OCR World Championships Facebook group, is that you cannot put anything on your hands that would leave a residue on the obstacles that did not come from the trail itself, i.e. water, mud, dirt, sweat, etc. So this includes, and is not limited to, any kind of chalk, sticky spray, adhesives, super glue, goo packs. I can't even think what else you guys have come up with. You are so ingenious. So any other substance. So tape is fine as long as the sticky side is facing your skin. So if you want to tape your hand because you have a callus open, you can do that, just as long as the sticky side is not on the outside of, and will leave a residue on the obstacles. And when in doubt, guys, please read the rule book. Basically everything is in the rule book, and if not, it's in the rule book. Trust us, guys. And use your common sense here, all right? If you're injured or something like that happens, in terms of registrations, please defer to the registration page where they state that there's no refunds, no deferrals or transfers of your registration, and there's no exceptions on that. As Rachel Ann said, this is a super small organization. She said over and over again, it's a small but dedicated team of us that work on this race. So unfortunately, that just can't happen. But hopefully, you're still coming. And even if you can't race on that day, that is fine. But just come and be a fan. All right, finally, Make-A-Wish Canada is the amazing charity that we are partnered with this year, as we've said a couple times. Come race on Saturday, race in the Make-A-Wish charity race, and we want to see you there. So those are your top questions that you all have asked over and over and over again. I'm looking at the feed to see if there is anything else that people have to ask last minute that we can address here. But otherwise, we're going to take just a short break and then be back again with a little bit more this evening. Well, guys, that just about wraps up the show for tonight. We are going to, it's not just going to be me all week. Throughout the week, we're going to have more contributors coming in and more co-hosts coming in as we dive into who the athletes are to watch, a little bit more about some behind the builds with the obstacles. We've got more obstacles coming, as I said earlier. Force 5 just got here today, as well as Mark Ballas just got here from Green Beret Challenge, and everyone I know is really excited about his yoke obstacle. And let's see what else we have. We have Indian Mud Run. Those guys just pulled up. Conquer the Gauntlet just pulled up today. We're waiting. Northman Race is supposed to get here tomorrow night, I believe. So we will have more obstacle previews. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you are following our Instagram and Instagram stories, as that's the first place you're going to get a look at what we have, what obstacles are coming in. And later on this week, we're actually going to have some obstacle previews for you on how to do some of the newer obstacles that are here this year at the OCR World Championships. But that just about wraps up the show for this week, or for this tonight. Sorry, that just about wraps up the show for tonight. Tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We will be back with a preview of the course happenings around Blue Mountain, a start to look at who to watch this weekend. And I leave you guys tonight, if you haven't yet, be sure that you are using the OCR World Championships hashtag, anything you guys are posting on your social media, be sure you're using that hashtag OCRWC, because we love to see what you guys are doing as you make your way here to Blue Mountains in Ontario. I'm going to leave you guys tonight with a little bit of a throwback. We're going to throw it all the way back to 2014 and the very first OCR World Championships back at King's Domain in Ohio. So enjoy that last video, and we'll be back again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to talk a little bit more about what's been going on here at OCR World Championships Race Week.